let the plug introduce to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers.
It's week 3 of the NFL. And up next, we're going to look at Damian Harris. There's a lot to like from his showing last week. Well over 100 yards in a pair of scores. It's the Pats and the Ravens, and it's coming up next.
From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And the offense, my goodness, over 50 points in the win last weekend. When you do that, you're not going to lose very many games, maybe not any games.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. Now we get a first look at this Patriots offense, and of course leading them for his second season. Last year's Rookie of the Year runner-up out of Alabama, Mac Jones.
And despite the 3 touchdown passes he threw, there's a lot to work on this week, wasn't there?
Oh, ton of interception.
Yeah, I mean, when you're going really with almost a 1-to-1 ratio, that's not going to work for you well at all. Not over the long haul. The beauty, though, somehow found a way to win.
Yeah, they still got the win last week. Jones looking to throw right away. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Now, this defense for the Ravens, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Jones. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again. Jones. Over the middle, he's got Myers. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Jones. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. He's got room at the 30. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Back to throw again. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Jacoby Myers, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Patriots are on the board first here this afternoon. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more. reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Fulk connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Fulk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Time to see this wide-open Baltimore offense go to work, and leading them, pretty darn good one. Lamar Jackson out of Louisville.
Before the game, when I said hello to him, I tried to give him a little dap, but he wouldn't give me any, and I thought he was snubbing me. Then I realized he's keeping all that flame to himself. How about the week he had last week? AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
A man who missed all of 2021, this is J.K. Dobbins.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They go play action now. Jackson.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jalen Mills.
And the Patriots are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw, but I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. On 4th down, Jones. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
Jackson going to run again. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. They'll
try to run for it with Dobbins.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Tucker's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So here are the Patriots to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Going deep here for Parker. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Marcus Jones making that play defensively. The CD, as we look at this draft class, this offense received quite a bit of help this past April. It's a group very focused on this side of the ball, particularly when you look at those early picks.
Yeah, when you look at the top of the board, it's pretty clear they want an immediate impact play for their offense in the 1st round, and they got it. Beyond that, I like how they kept adding to that unit in the rounds that followed. Those other picks, they may not all be the same type of day-one difference makers, but coach them up, and they could make a difference down the road.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Some good games coming up here in Week 3, the first weekend of fall officially. And tonight, the Niners and Broncos from Denver. 49er fans are probably saying, wait, I thought we were done with Russell Wilson.
He's got him in. Complete. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
On for the extra point is Folk. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, You're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Dalvins.
And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones.
Taken from just outside the 30.
A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught. Touchdown. Damian Harris. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Patriots will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead is up to 15 now. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Jackson's throw is on target to Duvernay.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll start with an AFC East battle down in South Florida. Buffalo at Miami. And they are just about ready to head to halftime with the Dolphins on top. A touchdown run for Raheem Mostert. From there, it's off to North Carolina to check on the Panthers at home in Charlotte. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Sam Darnold with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Zach Wilson has thrown a touchdown pass. Next, they look at the next-gen stats for the Ravens in that first half. And not much went right in those first 2 quarters. You can see the numbers on the ground there. Not a whole lot to write home about so far. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play. Our 2 teams making their final preparations for the second half. And as they do, we send it back out to Foxborough, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
They lost 4 there, and it's third down. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Here's Jones on the return. Oh, a nice spin. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over first and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Jones now throwing to start the drive. He's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
What I like about that play, he didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Touchdown, Patriots! Damian Harris, his third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season.
And the Patriots have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it ends with a New England touchdown. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 23. They'll start out here with the option left. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, Lamar Jackson, for all the talents of escaping pressure that he possesses, he was helpless to do much of anything there. He had no chance.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on the midst of it.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded just inside the 20. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. Here's Jones on first and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. A 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Foxborough. He's going to go up top again. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. Nelson Aguilar. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there is no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. We haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
If there's another stop, one of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
The Ravens send their punter out now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Here's Jones. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles, and I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the 3rd quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off play action. Jones. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got a man, complete. A big play there for New England. 48 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right cover.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign.
When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad is on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Folk connects on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. A heck of an effort there on the scramble. Leaves him with just 3rd and a yard. The Ravens on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. His throw incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
And some space here. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete. On 2nd down, this is Harris. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris.
And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain.
This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Now Jackson.
Pass incomplete. Now the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
Kyle Duggar.
He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. One last shot for Jackson. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time is run out on this ball game. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Pats, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they suffer defeat for the first time as they drop to 2-1. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birth most of chains in the